Okay, so there's nothing worse than people talking about guitar pickups, so here I go. Alright, the fundamentals of a guitar pickup is that it's a coil. A coil is a simple thing, and it's basically you have these magnetic pole pieces, one for each string. Uh, the magnetic pole pieces are held in place by fiberboard, just pretty much just like computer chipboard. So there's holes drilled in it, and you have the magnetic pole pieces pressed into place. They can be made out of wood or cardboard, but the expansion and contraction is what sucks about that. And the traditional fiberboard works good because it's pressed in there and sometimes glued. Now, the pole pieces can be made out of steel, or they can be made out of aluminum, nickel, cobalt, which we'll get into later. But basically, if it's made out of steel, it has to be boosted up from the bottom or the sides. And when it's boosted by a magnet, it makes the steel pole pieces magnetized. Okay? Due to the copper wire being wrapped around this assembly, it's really small. It's about hair thick, so you have to solder that part to an eyelet, and this part comes out as a wire, and this part comes out as a wire, and these are thicker wires than the hairline thick wire the guitar pickup is made of. So that's kind of the fundamentals. They come in a few different shapes. You have the single coil, the humbucker, and the P90. Most all guitar pickups will somewhat fall into these designs. The single coil has all of the wire wrapped in one direction. A humbucker has two of those, but they oppose each other. This one would go this way, and this one would go this way. And what happens is it bucks the humming noise that you get out of a single coil. So you get this buzzy noise when you have a single coil, unless these pole pieces are noiseless. That's possible and popular nowadays. And a P90 is the same thing as a single coil, except for all of the wire is wrapped in a wider pattern. So it sounds different. It's actually a lot buzzier. Even the noise of your fingers going across the guitar strings, it's annoying sometimes. Trebly, real icy. They just scream. I like P90s for they sound like a woman, a dramatic woman. And then the humbucker, it basically has this different thing to it because there's two sets of pole pieces. And what that does is it gives a wider sensing area, and it sounds like more of a chorus, like if more people were singing than one. Kinda. It's hard to say, it's a preference thing. I lean towards P90s and single coils and then humbuckers. And once in a while, I just like the humbucker straight up. They're better if you have effects. If you have any guitar effects, you need it to be totally quiet so that you can hear your effects.